Yeah. So, all right. Well, welcome everyone to episode 13. Lucky 13, Narhee. Not
13.
bad, right?
Not bad.
So, hey, I'm Charles Swanberg. Welcome to Escrow Tuesdays, where we just have some fun here, interview some interesting people, some exciting interesting people today. But I'm Charles Swanberg. I'm the Los Angeles director for Caimeiju, and my co-host is this way.
This way. Narhee Nguyen.
Narhee Nguyen. All right.
Tower Escrow.
Yeah. So we just have, I just can't think of a more fun, interesting guy to have on our show. When he's in town, he calls me up and says, "Hey, what's going on? I'm in town." He's like offers to take us to all the amazing places when we were up in San Francisco. We got the one and only Sequoia real estate broker agent and AREAA global superstar and former AREAA San Francisco president, Sonny Chan. How the heck are you, Sonny?
I'm doing great. Just one quick correction. I'm not a broker, even though everybody thought I was.
Come on, don't ruin the fun. That's only about, about 6 months more of work and a test and, another 50 questions. But, well, in commercial world, we actually call all each other brokers. So I say, if you get into commercial real estate, you're a broker, whether you're a salesperson or not. But, hey, you could do all the same thing, right, Sonny? So Sonny Chan in San Francisco, a nice Golden Gate Bridge there. So tell us a little bit about Sonny.
Well, actually, first of all, thanks for inviting me to your Escrow Tuesday. Nice to see you guys on Zoom. And here in San Francisco today is a beautiful day, sunny out there. I was saying that I want to pick up some pizza out and about, and people are actually enjoying themselves out in the sun. So, Sonny Chan, okay, I got into real estate back in 2012.
No, not about real estate. Let's not talk shop here. We're talking about Sonny Chan, from zero to hero. I mean, we want to know, are you Lithuanian? Did you grow up in Croatia? I mean, we want to know a little bit of that.
All right, cool. So, I hope we have a couple of hours today. So my life has been a great adventure.
I got to upgrade my Zoom subscription.
There you go.
Case, but all right, keep going.
No. I'll provide a condensed version, okay? I'm the youngest of 8 of family. And I was born in Hong Kong, came to U.S. back in the 80s, early 80s, and went to Miami first and went to junior high school.
Were you the only Chinese person in Miami at the time?
Pretty close, based on my high school stat, yes, I'm the line.
Yeah. I was the same.
You know how they have the pie?
Chicago.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
And have fun there. Went through a little bit of high school, a lot of college, and then came out here in the early 90s in San Francisco. So I've been living here for more than 30 years now. So for those of you counting, so 30 plus 10. So I'm about 28 years old.
Yeah, there you go. In dog years, maybe, or something.
Yes.
So did you? So you kind of grew up in more or less in this area a little bit more?
This area in San Francisco? No. Well, I was already adults when it came out, so I didn't really grow up here. But halfway from Hong Kong to here, I guess. I always say halfway. I don't know why, but it sounds like, I grew up half there and half here.
Well, I mean, here you are in Hong Kong, and then you would think you made a beeline to San Francisco instead of going to Miami of all places. I mean, do you have any Cuban in you or no?
Poquito.
Poquito.
Nice.
In my high school, I'm the only Chinese, and so you got to learn some Spanish, learn some English,
sure,
so that you can be, communicate with the others, and having a good time in Miami. And now that I'm here in San Francisco, I speak fluent Chinese, Cantonese, a little bit of Mandarin, just enough to get the client's phone number, email address.
Madam.
I done? What?
Check, please.
Calling the check.
And in case you're wondering what's going on here, we are live on Facebook, Escrow Tuesdays. My sidekick, Narhee Nguyen, my name Charles Swanberg. And we have the amazing Sonny Chan from San Francisco. And I'll hand the mic over to Narhee.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Hey, Sonny. Are you ready?
Yes, no, I'm ready.
We heard a lot about you. That's great.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and see. Now that we heard a little bit about your story, we want to know why real estate and how you started with real estate.
Oh, wow. Isn't it obvious for everybody jumping in real estate to make lots of money?
Well, that's
I mean, it's kind of the icing on the cake, but getting into, I was always been in sales ever since I got out of school. Got lucky, worked for the phone company for about a good 7-8 years, and literally moving from mailroom to top sales rep in the company. So that was quite a journey. Along the way, I met a lot of great people, and it's those people that helped me out and brought me and to become the person I am today. So I'm really thankful for all those people along my in my life along the way. So real estate is a very interesting business, and it's not just sales, and it's a little bit of marketing and lots of hard work.
You skip babysitting also, and psychoanalysis, and
yes.
All right. Well, a lot of people get into real estate in various ways. I got into real estate because after a home purchase, I'm looking at my agent going, I could do that, right? Hey, no problem. I could drive fancy cars and wear fancy suits and go into fancy houses and make fancy commission. Right? So that's me.
Actually, Charles, I was trying to sell when I first got into real, or before I got into real estate. I was trying to sell cell phone service to the broker, Calvin Cam, and I set up a meeting with him. Before that, we knew each other for many years.
Wow! So you've known him for a while now.
Absolutely. And then when he opened his brokerage, I say, hey, let me come talk to you about, what kind of phone system. Or
oh, no way. So you're trying to sell him a phone? That's hilarious. And for those of you who don't know, Calvin Cam is the founder of Sequoia Real Estate. So.
10 years anniversary this year.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
And we've grown from like 5-6 agents now over 100.
So was that your first then brokerage that you joined?
First and only.
Wow, kind of like Kobe, kind of like
yes.
I mean, just one. Wow, that's great. It's not like you every couple of years, Sonny, when sales are kind of tough. You don't like, man, this brokerage stinks, man. I got to go somewhere else. There's something wrong. Well, you obviously look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, look, maybe it's me. That's kind of the issue I got to fix, right? So, well, good for
Absolutely.
You.
Thank you.
I truly believe that if you can't figure it out one place, I don't know if you're going to be able to figure it out somewhere else. So, good for you. So, all right. So you're doing this real estate thing. Obviously, it takes a lot of time.
Yes.
So then how did you discover AREAA, or did AREAA find Sonny? What happened?
Right. So I got my license around 2012. One of my good friend, she was already in real estate for many years, and she was going to be the president of the AREAA Grid East Bay, Alan Osmondson.
Oh, wow.
So she and I know each other for decades before this. And so she said, Sonny, you just got your license. You got to join AREAA. I say, okay, all right, whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever that is.
And then when I joined Calvin brokerage, Sequoia, and he took me to a couple of the events here in San Francisco Peninsula.
Right.
And so I got interested. And then when my friend was having her installation, I went over and met with her, and it was a huge event, over a couple hundred people, I think, maybe, at least 150. But it's just something that I felt that as an Asian American, that I saw Alan Okamoto's and John Wong's video that really touched my heart.
Oh, wow. The old 10-year video.
Actually, was it 10 years or 5 years? Maybe it was 10 years.
5 years.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
But it was that kind of like, yeah, this is something that I want to, support. And when my broker, Calvin, asked me, hey, Sonny, you should join AREAA. And I said, hey, you know what? I think I can do more than just joining AREAA. I like to have that on the board. And so, so that's how I got started with AREAA. In 2015, we went to Hong Kong, Macau trade mission. And on that trip, I met tons of AREAA leaders, including Jim Park,
right.
Mr. I think John Wong was there for a couple of days,
right.
And also Carmen Chung, and a bunch of other leaders.
Well, but going on a trip is one thing, signing up as a member is one thing, but from going to that one of 17,000 members to one of only 41, and at the time probably a lot less than that, to be chapter president of AREAA San Francisco Peninsula. I mean, when did Kelvin or Jim Park or someone, give you the traditional AREAA Kool-Aid glass? And when did you get sat down? I want to hear that story.
Actually, it was Carmen Chung.
It was. Okay. We identified the culprit. Okay.
And the way it happened, the way it happened wasn't as dramatic as you thought. I got a call and say, yeah, we just had a meeting and we voted you in as the sponsorship chair. Oh, okay.
Oh, great.
What is that?
Oh,
I wasn't even at the meeting.
I like that.
I was told, yes.
It always involves trickery and kind of like sleight of hand. Maybe some mirrors. All right, keep going.
Yeah. And so after that, I have never been to any of the board meetings because I was never giving any notice, emails, or location or time.
Oh my goodness.
And I have conversation with Carmen, and she said, yeah, you should join the board. I said, sure, let me check it out. And then next phone call I got was, I am the sponsorship chair. So they created that position so that I could be on the board and help them out in other ways and working along with the presidents, because sponsorship is a big responsibility in order for us to survive.
And it's usually the president that kind of is handling that, right? Because they know the people, but to have that responsibility for someone new coming in, that's pretty big.
Right. But before that, I was always hopping around. We're lucky to have 3 different chapters in a very close proximity, within driving distance of 1 hour at the most. So I would go to different events, all different chapters, and then installations, and even Sacramento and Fresno.
Oh wow! Okay,
to just Valley. Just Central Valley. Excuse me. To just support the event. So by doing
you're already super member already.
Yeah, by doing so, I won't call myself super, but by doing all these events, I get to meet all the different sponsors. All the lenders, from the agent, from the loan officers to the management, and so that kind of got me kickstarted that way.
Awesome. All right. Well, but you're still not president. So how'd that happen?
So
got another email. No.
Yeah. This time I actually been to the meetings. Yes, and they wanted to ask me if I would like to step up to be the president. I was thinking that I'm new at this, and then my kids was finishing high school and going to college then.
Oh wow!
So I feel like I need to at least provide some kind of guidance to my family and to my kids before I step into, because I know myself that when I get into something, I just go in full 100%, 120%. So it took me 2 years to finally accepted the presidency of AREAA. So officially become the president 2018.
Wow. So you were just so you're slowly sipping. You just didn't like gulp it down, or you didn't take the straw. It was just like a slight little. This is pretty good, but I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. This isn't so bad. So wow, that's always.
He had his priorities.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, we're glad you made it. To that spot. So.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I'm going
good.
to.
Yeah. And it is the people you know.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look at this person here.
There we go.
Hey.
Yep. See the slideshow.
Who are these people? I see them every week. But here's the person of the hour right here.
Oh, I don't know about that. But thank you.
Looking good there. All right. So our next segment, I'll hand it over to Narhee.
Is anything can happen in escrow, right, Sonny?
Anything.
You tell me.
Yeah. I could write a whole novel and a series, and oh my goodness. But I'm sure you can share one with us today.
All right. Escrow stories. I heard about this thing before. But the one that's kind of stood out, it's not that dramatic, but it was a 3-unit building. I was the listing agent, and in the North Nob Hill area, listing around 2.2 mil, and it's, there's 2 of the 3 units has a tenant occupied. They were all very, older tenants. They've been living there for many, many years. So when I accepted the listing, I have to go out and speak with them, and they all Chinese speaking. So luckily, I'm fluent in Cantonese. But what got me was that they've been living there for so many years. They are senior citizens, and the kids are grown and moved out, and that's their home. It's hard for me to tell them that I don't know who is going to buy the property and what are they going to do with it. But I just have to do my due diligence as a listing agent to get the estoppel signed off, explain everything step of the way. And the transaction took a while. Back then, it was back in 2017. It was right after the summer, I remember. We cleaned up the place up, the vacant units. But they were very nice tenants. Every time when I had to do showing, they would let me go through open house and whatnot.
Wow, that's a blessing.
It is. No trouble, but it just feels like it's heartbreaking when someone asking me, what is the new owner going to do? Do I need to find a place to live? What's going on? I can't tell them. I have no information, I should say. I have no information to share with them. So on the other side, when we received offers, it took me about almost 3 or 4 weeks to really got some offers active going on. And typically in San Francisco, just kind of give you a framework. Today, medium home price is about out of San Francisco 1.6 mil. Average day on the market maybe 21 days, 26 days, something like that. So, and many of them are like 3 to 5 days, all cash close, even through the pandemic.
Wow.
So back then, 2017 was still pretty hot market.
Right.
But I didn't receive any offers for the first 3 weeks. So a little bit sweating. And then later on,
Sonny sweating.
A little bit, just a little bit. Later on when I got one offer in, shared with the seller, they were not happy with it. It was over asking, but still wasn't good enough for them.
They weren't happy with over asking price. Oh my gosh. No. 2017, it was still kind of heating up, right? It wasn't anything like it is right now, but
But bear in mind, Charles, is a 3-unit building with 2 sets of elderly.
Right.
Tenants.
That's a tough.
Yes. And later on, I didn't know this until after it closed, that the seller had a appraisal done their appraisal was 150,000 below what I sold them for.
Well,
And
I mean, but when the seller gets an appraisal, sometimes they're not doing it to market. You know, the appraiser doesn't have like a purchase price, so maybe comes out a little bit less than market. Maybe, I don't know.
I accept that. And so when I brought in the offer was over the asking, which is also over the appraisal, they still refused it. And that's when I started to actually, I literally cried.
Okay.
I literally cried in front of my client.
Did that work?
It didn't, because it was because the term was not good. The time yeah, absolutely. So I felt very emotional about my deals, and especially when I'm connected with my clients. And these clients, they are my next door neighbor, probably 4 doors away from me.
Oh my gosh.
So
you have to watch.
I don't know if
you see
they're
them
watching
every day, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So tears coming out of my eyes. I feel like, I do everything I can, and I really wanted to do the best for you. I feel really bad that I couldn't get the offer you want. So they say, no, let's not take this offer. Let's move on. And, but ultimately we got more offers came in, and it was closed. Through the process was pretty easy, but it was sort of, emotional for me.
That was an interesting time in 2017 because it wasn't still quite crazy hot, but it was kind of bubbling up, right? And I mean, for that particular area you're talking about, I mean, stuff is what, like at least $1,200 a square foot at this point, right?
Absolutely, because I think everybody was talking about market is so hot, so hot, so hot. When is the bubbles going to burst? Yeah. That was the question of the day.
Right.
Every day.
Right. And it did kind of relax, and then it kind of took off again when the rates even started going down, because at that time banks still thought that the rates were still going to go up. They were still prepared for rates going up, and then it didn't. So yeah. Well, that is awesome. Well, thank you, Sonny, for sharing that. That was actually a feel-good kind of sad. We kind of went through an emotional roller coaster there, Sonny. I like that. All right. Well, it is time to bring out Sonny's San Francisco top 5 list, plus a bonus this time. First time ever in Escrow Tuesday. All right, so I'll start off with number 1. Let's see. Let me take a guess. Is it going to be Tenderloin? No. Golden Gate Park, Sonny Chan. Hey, this is a very underrated park,
Mm-hmm. It's bigger than the New York Central Park.
Is that right? I didn't know that. Wow.
Yes, it is.
A lot warmer most of the time, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, depends on how many years, right?
Okay.
If it's no fog, absolutely, And Golden Gate Park is huge. It runs from basically our first avenue all the way to 44th, roughly about 4 miles long, maybe, quarter mile wide. And inside the Golden Gate Park, you have buffaloes. You have, there's a couple of windmills donated by Denmark.
Oh, right?
Wow. And by the ocean area side. And also there's, in the middle of the park, there's polo fields, there's track field, and also a Stowe Lake. In the Stowe Lake, I remember used to bring my kids over there, do with roll balls and stuff like that, and spend a whole day inside the park.
Wow.
I didn't know. I mean, I remember driving through there and seeing it, and you look on a map and it's a pretty big, spot, because San Francisco as its own city there's not a whole lot of real estate. It's a tip of a rock,
7 by 7 miles. We're known for 7 by 7.
All right, Narhee, let's do number
So do
2
these
here.
buffaloes just roam wild, or how?
Oh, no, they're fenced up.
Okay. I'm gonna say.
That's like taking me home with a buffalo.
No. Right. And this year, there's a bonus inside of the Golden Gate Park. We actually have a Ferris wheel.
Nice.
Yes. For measly $18, you can ride this Ferris wheel for about 12 minutes. So Especially at nighttime, you come out, bring a jacket with you, bring a blanket with you, and then you can see the whole city from one side to the other because the
that's right. The height.
light is very nice. Yes.
All right.
Oh, how beautiful, beautiful.
All right. Moving along, because there's not only just one thing here in San Francisco to enjoy.
Yep, we have a bonus at the end, but number 2, after the Ferris wheel ride, we go get some goodies at the Fisherman's Wharf.
Absolutely. So in Fisherman's Wharf here, it's a well-known tourist destination, but there's a lot of tourists go over there for the food, for the seafood, more specifically for the crabs, Dungeness crab. And there's In-N-Out burgers there for those of you are into not so much of seafood.
I was there 2 weeks ago, In-N-Out burger.
Yes, that's right. You were there, right?
I was there.
Oh, okay. And Alioto's, it's one of the famous Italian restaurant here in seafood place here in the wharf.
Hey, was that family part of the mayor's family or something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mayor Alioto,
that
right?
is.
Wow.
The family, the mayor, the law firm, everything.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a law firm. Wow.
Yes.
So, right.
Wonderful place to visit.
I know. Well, yeah. And is Pier 39 part of that or in the end of it, right? At the edge of it.
Pier 39? No, it's not. Pier 39 is further down. You're talking about Pier 39? Yes, it is. I'm thinking something else.
Right. It's right on the edge, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I still remember looking at some leases on Pier 39 because I think at one time it was for sale. I don't know if it was or not, but they all have percentage rents. They would require each vendor to wire in or send over money or reports every day, and they get a cut. The landlord get a cut every day from each tenant. That's crazy. But think about it in pandemic, that would be great, right? I mean, if it was a percentage rent, no minimum, and you had no customers, hey, you don't have to pay rent.
That's it.
It's kind of coming back. All right.
Yeah. And then there's plenty of shops out there, and you can see the seals that hop on to the boats sometimes, and there's landing there.
And me and Dick Lee found some great T-shirts over in Fisherman's Wharf.
Oh, no, Charles.
I'll bring it on.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. All right. Well, next show. We'll review the next show.
Number 3, Charles.
Number 3, Chinatown. It is. I was there this earlier I was there with you, Sonny, and that was last year. Sorry.
That's
anyway,
okay.
But
you were there this year at the China Live.
That's right.
And that's like a newer restaurant.
Right.
And in Chinatown here, it is the world biggest Chinatown outside of China, square footage wise. And also we have the world famous Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Factory in Chinatown, which is inside a small alley. They still have those old fortune cookie making machine inside. Wow. You could go there and visit and tour and buy. It's a really small shop, maybe 500 square feet at the most.
Wow.
The machinery and storage and stuff, you cannot really walk in, but you can go out, stay outside looking for them.
Right.
And I cannot not share restaurants when we're talking about Chinatown. Mm-hmm. So the New Sun Hong Kong.
Dick Lee's Bakery. I might mention Dick Lee's Bakery.
Yes, you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Yes. And but New Sun Hong Kong, it's one of the best place to have a midnight snack past 1:00.
Wow.
And this is on Broadway. And you can walk down a block, and you will be right next to North Beach, which is our Italian part of town.
The Italiano section.
Italiano.
All right. So. Moving right along to
now.
Whoa.
Well, 4.
There we are. Beach. Now we're there.
Yes.
Yes.
As I mentioned before, just a small walk across the street.
Right.
Remember, Charles?
Yep.
Chinatown is right next to North Beach, which is the Italians' heavy concentration area.
Right.
And one of the most famous restaurants that I love to go every time I go to the North Beach is Stinking Rose. They
Oh
have
yeah,
their
yeah.
best-
No, we walked by there. Yeah. I remember.
Yes, they have a couple of locations. And today, like I said, I was over at North Beach and picked up some pizza from Golden Boy Pizza.
Oh man.
It comes in a square form. Oh, sorry, rectangular. They're not round.
Mm-hmm.
And very famous in San Francisco. But also, North Beach is one of the oldest neighborhood in San Francisco. There's the Original Joe's, which is a Italian restaurant
Right.
that it's well known, and a lot of our politicians would go there and mingle, have dinner. I've seen many mayors inside having different mayors in different times,
Right.
having their dinner, and I'm sure they're striking deals and whatnot.
You see, Sonny, I would think the mayors and the politicians would be in the different part of North Beach, maybe more towards Columbus, you know?
Well, the Original Joe's is along Columbus.
All right, but I mean, I'm
So-
talking across the street.
Mm.
All right, anyway, well, we're talking about the other part of Columbus, which, and when you drive down, there's no postcard that doesn't have all the flashing neon lights where, the Condor Club and Big Al's, a big old, neon sign. Obviously, they weren't open when we were up there, but that's just part of it. And then you look straight down the street and you see that interesting tall building that looks kind of in place in Egypt, right? The
Transamerica Pyramid Building.
right. How fitting, isn't it? Oh, anyway, that's an
It
inside
is.
joke. Okay, well, let's just get moving here to number 5, and that is Ocean Beach. I don't even know where that is.
So Ocean Beach, for us in San Francisco, it is obviously on the west side on the Pacific Ocean, and along Ocean Beach, people like to go out and enjoy the view of the ocean, listening to the sound of the ocean waves, and having bonfire at night. The city of San Francisco finally allowed us to have legal bonfire, and actually they built the pits out there for us. And along the beach, which is a very beautiful, serene area, there's a couple of nice places you can enjoy a cocktail, beach chalet, and enjoy a great dinner at Cliff House.
Cliff House. I remember that place. I mean, what a cool place to go. After you hit the DNA Lounge and Club DV8, you kind of, well, this isn't it. That was a way long ago. And then you crawl it. But is Stinson Beach kind of in that area too, or is that a little bit north?
No, Stinson Beach is on the north. Once you cross the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, I gotcha. But yeah, no, I remember that side, and that's kind of where your hood is, right? The Sunset area, kind of, sort of. Richmond. I'm sorry, Richmond. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm getting my
That's right.
areas all mixed up. Wow, I didn't realize that area was called Ocean Beach, because I always remember the Cliff House and the avenues, right, where all the streets are on that side. So, all right, well, we are lucky today, Narhee, because what do we have? We have an actual bonus round. All right.
Ding, ding, ding,
All right.
ding.
The next number 6 is not a heavy metal band. It's not even a type of bird, but it is Alcatraz.
That's right.
The Rock.
The Rock. It's known as The Rock. Movie. We have a movie about it, and it is as exciting as the real world thing. They also offer tours. You have to take a boat ride to The Rock. Yep. And then they have a tour guide to guide you along and let you go inside a jail cell, and they let you into the yard where they have the prisoners would exercise. And I'm sure you guys seen many of these movies from the inside.
Right.
So
right.
It's a great way to spend at least 4 to 6 hours, right before lunch. You want to go there, leave around 9 o'clock and then get there, finish, and come back and go to Fisherman Wharf to, get
Yeah,
some
go
nice lunch.
go on an empty stomach though. The waves are choppy,
Oh,
It's funny. Me and Dick Lee were up there, and after the installation, we had some time to spend along Sausalito, and we're looking across the bay. And me and Dick Lee are going, I think I can make it. I mean, get a little tired by the time I get there, but it looks deceivingly close. Especially at Fisherman's Wharf, you're looking out at Alcatraz like, probably 20 minutes. I could do it. I mean, it looks really deceiving, but you could just see those currents, just kind of churning around. So no escape from Alcatraz, Sonny Chan.
Well, you have tried. If you have tried, though.
All right. Well, there's your top 6 today. Golden Gate Park, Fisherman's Wharf, Chinatown, North Beach, Ocean Beach, Alcatraz. What an amazing city it is. It's truly a destination city. So, Sonny, this is the first episode. We're going to introduce our Escrow Tuesdays Wall of Fame. I think that's what it says. So maybe you could point out all these names, Sonny. Who dat?
Okay, I'll try. That guy from that's my Miami brother, Donnie.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Dan King, how can we not know him?
Oh.
Ooh.
And the name, please.
He's
Tampa.
That's Jasmine Nguyen, of course.
Oh, Jasmine.
And she's going to kill you next time you go to San.
Right.
All right, of course, that's our amazing Miriam Christman with the Christman method. Who the heck would that be?
The purple hair?
Of course.
That would be Tina Mack.
And then we have
Karen?
That's right.
Tim and Helen?
Yep. We don't know who these people are. Never seen those guys. But that in the middle is Jerry Wu. He was the guitar player for the AREAA band, and he's been a long time board member of AREAA Tri-County. So here is the new kids on the block here. We've got that guy. And of course we had Miss Aloha, Mr. Googly Eyes, Chris Lim, the Flip, and of course Rayla and Christine. However, upcoming we have next week. Who do we have next week, Jasmine? One of your cohorts in CDC this year, I see.
Yasmin.
No, that's Morel. All right, Morel Samonte. It's going to be on next week. And then we will then have after that Cindy Hansen.
Right.
Superstar from OC, who is also a Orange County board member. So anyway, hey, Sonny, thanks for joining us. It was great to get to know you a little bit better and learn a few things about San Francisco we didn't know about. And I love the story that you told. What'd you think, Narhee?
Thank you.
Not a bad guest, huh?
Nope. I like it because it really is the people you know throughout your journey that makes you,
So tell us about this a little bit before we say goodbye, Sonny.
Absolutely. So this Thursday, we're having our AREAA Global Congress Series #2 about finance. Our very own Mark, he is an attorney from Florida. He will be the moderator. And so we want to invite everyone here to join us this Thursday. Go sign up and go to areaglobal.com. And then you'll get all the information, and hopefully you guys can actually gain something out of it, and that you can build your international global network.
Yeah, well, very well said. Sounds like you work there or something, But no, hey, it's always a great show, the AREAA Global with so much great info. And I think this week, is there going to be some currency guys and stuff and tell you about... Yeah, that's so important. It's not just about what the market's doing. So, all right. Well, that concludes episode 13, lucky 13 of Escrow Tuesdays. Thanks for joining us live. Sonny, thank you very much for joining us. And we'll see you soon at AREAA Global on Thursday.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Narhee. Good to see you guys online.
All right. So this is Charles Swanberg with Caimeiju Realty. Checking
Narhee
out
Nguyen.
here with Narhee Nguyen from Tower Escrow. Send your escrows there and send all deals, real estate or anything related to this guy down here, Sonny.
And this guy over there.
That's
And this guy down there.
All right, you guys, take care and don't leave your heart in San Francisco, whatever you do.
Too late.
All right, see you guys.
Hey.
Bye-bye.
You guys, thank you.
Bye.